Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We're Sunday, January. Wow, okay, July 6th, 2025, and we're doing a collective read. As you know, it's a timeless read. I don't use the signs, I don't use the genders. You're welcome to change the roles and the genders as you need to throughout the read if you have to. That's not a problem. Just use your higher wisdom and discernment, please. This is not a personalized reading. These are thousands of different energies floating around here. Piled into one storyline type of thing. It kind of it sometimes sounds like one story, but it's not. Sometimes it's all over the place, and that's why, because there's thousands of different energies. So please use your higher wisdom and discernment while you're listening to general collective readings, okay? Be mindful. I just want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for all your love and support and your kindness. You guys, you're the best. I love you guys so very much. Hopefully you're having a beautiful day. You had a great weekend. It's a great day here. I got all my running around done this morning before the hot weather stepped in. But hey, I don't mind. I'm not complaining. It's not snow. You know what I'm saying? Let's see where we're going to go with this one. What is the message? Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, the white light. What's the message for the collective, please? Ooh, that came out funny. Oh, hardship, overarching energy. That could be for you or someone else. She kind of looks overly dramatic, doesn't she? We'll see. Maybe somebody's acting up, I don't know. Or maybe it's, hardship. I mean, we're all going through something, right? So, self-care is important here. Maybe you always found it difficult to take care of yourself, put yourself first, but self-care is the underlying energy. Do what you must, okay, to take care of you within reason, okay? Healthy, peaceful, restful, something that makes you happy. That's good for you. Yeah, maybe you made a promise to yourself or someone else. Hospitality. Maybe you've been burning the candle at both ends too much lately. Going out and partying. You could be in the hospitality industry, or maybe you're hosting something. Somebody's very vain. A lot of vanity going on here. Perfection. Somebody wants to look perfect, or this could be you too. Maybe you're worried about how you look in front of people. You're always trying to upkeep your hair, your nails, male or female, doesn't really matter how you look, your health, try too hard, maybe doing too much. I don't know. Yeah, driver. It could be out there cycling. I don't know. Driver. I don't know. Perfect. Oh, it might be a perfect day to go out for a drive. I don't know. We'll see which way it goes. It's all over the place. Sorry. Let's see where we're going to where this is going with this deck here. So we have a lot of hardship here. So you've gone through the ringer potentially. It's time to take care of you. Don't overdo it though. What I mean by overdoing it, it's one thing to take care of your looks, your health. Some people overdo it. They get too much filler, too much Botox. They overdo it in the gym. On a hot day like this, if you are a cyclist, it's not really healthy. Midday, going out on a bike ride and under this hot sun. The smog and So just don't overdo it. Just take care of yourself. Pace yourself. Hardship. Where are we going with this, please, Spirit? The outside looks grand. The inside's a mess. Could be a home, a relationship, a body. I don't know. Fantasyland. So somebody is not thinking straight. They're not seeing it as it is. Maybe it could be somebody buying it. It could be like if you're a gym rat, somebody's buying some not hormones, but steroids, overdoing it, ruining your health. It's fantasy land. You might get some instant gratification, but at the end of the day, it's hurting you. It's making things worse. If it's a home, well, somebody's living in fantasy land. The outside looks grand, the inside's a mess. It's all for appearances. Pisces, you could be a Pisces or somebody else's, or something happened during Pisces season. 333. Wishes are being heard, granted. Somebody tried to triangulate somebody. Third party situation. Could be involving an older man, you or someone else. Join us. So you could have joined something, or a group, a club, organization. Somebody wants you to join. You want somebody to join. Yeah, it's an increase of money. Maybe this meant more money, or it's going to cost you more money. Something to do with winter. Doesn't want responsibility. You might have to winterize a home. Could be a summer home, something to do with a home. For some of you, it might have something to do with the home. Cancer. I mean, we're in Cancer season now. You could be a Cancer, somebody else's. This is only lust. So somebody's using another person here. Drop the weight. There could be debt attached to you, to this here. You could be dropping weight literally, or somebody needs to. Okay. Something to do with messenger, or messages, I should say. Your prayers have been heard. So maybe the angels are around. Angels are messengers, okay? Maybe they're trying to tell you your prayers have been heard. You don't have to overdo it. It's time to take care of you. 999, you're ending a karmic cycle, okay? You're near the end of something. There's going to be an emotional outburst ahead. It could be a Taurus, you or someone else, or back in Taurus season, something happened. Somebody's stubborn. Might have something to do with the markets, I just heard. A bull in a china shop. They have serious regrets for hurting you. 888, because there's karma here, and you're coming into abundance potentially. Last 6 months, maybe you went through hardship, or the next 6 months, they will. Take it for whatever that is. A Sagittarius, you or them, or Sagittarius season. The Granted as the Archer here. So somebody could have been targeting you. Jackpot for money. Or you hit the target. Somebody's hit the target. Somebody's hitting jackpot here. Because you have strong psychic abilities. Yeah, this is a spiritual awakening. You're coming back to self here. Look deeper, something's hidden. A door's opening for you, or a door's closing for them. You could be a Virgo or somebody else's, or something's going to happen by Virgo season, a door's opening. 777, it's a very spiritual number. This has something to do with karmic debt. Okay, paying karmic debts. You could be the catalyst to help other people pay their karmic debt. If you understand what I'm saying. You could be, people like to call it walking karma. You're not walking karma. You are the catalyst. Depending on how they treat you, how they could have really mistreated you, but depending on how they handle that, whether they make amends, atone, and if they do or don't, right? You are the karma. Depending on how they treated you, what they're going to get. They could be stalking you, harassing you, spying on you. It is what it is. Somebody's hiding behind false profiles. Researching you, I just heard. Okay. Sorry, it's all over the place. I'm getting a couple different things. So just place, if it resonates, take it. If it does not, if you're not aware of it, leave it alone, okay? Hardship. The outside looks grand, the inside's a mess. So somebody could have stolen a home. I don't know, maybe you're the landlord and they're just making a mess of it. Could be different things, different things. Could be somebody living in your home, family, friend, partner. Well, you want to sell it. Hardship. The outside looks grand, the inside's a mess. It could be a body, it could be a relationship, it could be work, business. Sorry. Unbothered. Remain unbothered, or somebody wants to unburden themselves. I don't know. Somebody could be living in a home. Like I said, I'm picking up some, for some of you, it might be a home or a business. And they just laze around, do nothing. I mean, you're having to face the hardships, the repairs, the cleaning. You work full-time, come home, and you have to work full-time at home. I don't know. Jackpot, winning money, got rich, inheritance, unexpected money. So this is fantasy land. Somebody could profit off of you somehow, some way. They put you through hardship. It could be stealing property, a business, money, living high off the hog while you were struggling and it was your money. If it's an inheritance or life insurance or some sort of money that was owed to you, should have went to you. Somebody had bad habits here, okay? They could just spent this money on this stuff, or they claimed you did. Drugs, addictions, and toxicities. Dust it off. Dust it off. Something's getting old. It's collecting dust, okay? There's stories. This is a girl fight or a guy fight. Arguments, physical fight, at war, and competing. So somebody's competing with you. Somebody wants to fight you. Somebody could be somebody in your past, or somebody that actually did touch you, DV, in a relationship, family, whatever. There's an offer here. Somebody offered something, or they offered something to their karmic friends, or their karmic friends offered them something to do something to you. Can't fully trust them, or your friends got in on this with somebody to go up against you. They got offered. It could be a friend that you had Maybe you didn't see eye to eye. Maybe you know they were competing with you and they had it out for you to begin with. So it was just, all it took was somebody to go, hey, psst, psst, let's go up. Let's go up against this person. Let's bury them. That's all it took, right? Can't fully trust them. Tension, secret competition. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. So it seems like a lot of people got in on this. Could call child services, involving child services. Or they claimed you called child services on somebody and you had nothing to do with it. This is totally separate from you. All these accusations, all these lies, this gossip, the smear campaign, you didn't do any of this stuff. Or if any of it's based on truth, it was twisted. It wasn't negative at all. But they used it. They were looking for something to use against you to bury you. Somebody had at stake, at the heart of this is money, what they can gain from you. Right? But they used other people that had grudges against you, to really thicken it up a little bit, make it even better, credible. Cyberbullying you, okay? They were bullying you. Got a lot of people involved. Somebody's now crying over you, though. They're sad, hurt, and upset. They know what they've done. It might not be the person that was at the heart of it, but some of these people might really feel bad now that they know the truth. Maybe reality set in. I don't know. I'm not picking up this. I'm really picking up somebody out there who's not feeling very proud of their actions, their words, how they conducted themselves. Nor should they. So it has something to do with this. So we'll see which way it goes. Obviously some sort of crime, money crime. So we have hardship. They put you through hell. But it looks like it's reared its ugly head onto them. They're going through it now, or they will. It's just beginning. It's ramping up. So we have hardship. The outside looks grand. The inside's a mess. Unbothered. Beach. Could be a home on a beach. Could be they went vacationing. They're going to have a beach something. I don't know. Maybe you need to go to the beach. Walk in the water, in the sand. I'm really picking up as a house near a beach. A summer home, maybe? Oh, they faked an unalive. Yours? Somebody else's? Got some false certificates saying you're no longer here. An inheritance, life insurance. Oh, they're in trouble. Crime of passion. Maybe they were planning it. I don't know. And they couldn't get it done, so they faked it. Somebody on the inside. Insurance, courts, money managers. I don't know. Could be anybody. Somebody's healing. You need to heal. They need to heal. Well, they were planning that, okay? A male. You or them. A female. You used your intuition. You could be very balanced between your male and feminine, your masculine and feminine energies. It heightens your intuition, actually. Somebody wanted you in debt, tried to get you into debt. They're in debt here, okay? They got the whole community in debt. The neighborhood's involved. Debt collectors, I just heard. This is a natural disaster. Maybe this home is in a place where there's a natural disaster. It got damaged. And I don't know if there's something funky with the insurance. I don't know. They can't fake your insurance. I don't know. They can't fake your unalive. Something to do with a boat. They thought it'd be easy sailing here. They'd sail off into the sunset and be happy, but it's nothing but a natural disaster. Something to do with an affair, love. Things are falling apart here. Correspondence is missing, or your mail. It could be credit collectors coming after you now. And you're going, well, wait a minute, I don't own a home. You know what I mean? I never own a home in this place or the beach. Who knows? That's all greed, okay? It could be any kind of ID fraud, credit fraud. You're like, yeah, no, I don't have debt. Like for me, I have no debt. I have no debt. None whatsoever. It's all paid off. I don't buy what I don't. If I can't afford it, I won't buy it. Plain and simple. I have everything I need right now. I don't have any contracts for my internet, for anything. So if I want to get up and leave, I can. I'm not bound to any contracts, even my lease. It's a monthly thing. At first it wasn't. I used to pay 6 months in advance. It was at least 6 months, because I wanted to travel. I didn't want to be bogged down. That's why we did it that way. And of course, the landlord wants to make sure they get paid, so I was paying 6 months always in advance. And then after a while, yeah, I trust you. We'll just do it on monthly. And they were very agreeable to that, and I'm grateful. So if I do want to get up, I'm not stuck having to pay off leases, pay penalties, blah blah blah. So if anybody ever tried to call me, and I do get debt collectors calling here, sometimes under my name and sometimes under a family member's name. It's weird. I don't owe anybody, and I know it's a scam. So, if you want to come and talk to me, come talk to me. I don't owe anybody. But I just want to pick it up here. You don't owe a damn thing. And if you do, well, it's normal things, right? You know who you owe and how much. It's not going to be for houses and cars and trips to Vegas and to the beach, in some island somewhere. No, I've never been there. Sorry. That wasn't me. No, I didn't die last year. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm right here. Somebody didn't do their due diligence, or they got paid to do this, obviously, yeah. This is misinformation. And a lot of trauma bonding. Somebody in your past, they don't want to move on from the past. Family ain't shit if it's family. It could be a past life soulmate, that unrequited love, giving out false and misleading information. There's no reconciling this. No coming back home. Okay, where are we going with this, please? Hardship. The outside looks great. The inside's a mess. Unbothered and beach. Maybe you're on the beach. Maybe you're saying, don't fucking bother me right now. Okay? I'm on vacay. Turn the phone off. Turn the world off. Just do you. Heal. Rest. Enjoy. Thank you. Oh boy. Investigation. Someone's finding something out. Not looking too happy either. Damn. Hermit. Somebody's on their own. Could be online. Could be traveling, moving. This is closing cycles, learning lessons, protection, and victory. This is the victory batons, or the reversal candles. Take it for whatever it is. You are very protected within this laurel wreath, sealed top and bottom, and you're watched over by your ancestors, the angels, the divine. Ending a cycle. It's over. This is ending right now. And it's victory, by the way. It's 21 in the world. Somebody's out in the cold. Heading towards lack and loss, towards poverty. They followed another out into the cold. Whoever this is. On the outside's looking in. Not looking too happy. Could be a couple. Male and female, right? Remember? Somebody just really didn't give a shit. Yeah. They got to move. Somebody's got to move. Somebody has to take accountability. This could be the police. This could be a bailiff, sheriff, or the cops kicking somebody out. Oh, this is radical acceptance. They got to do something. This is overcoming as well. It's universally driven. This is victory. You're moving forward. Somebody could be moving or traveling towards you. Or you just gotta go. Gotta go. Could be living in their car. Oh, thank you. You'll find out that somebody's living in the car. Something's happening quickly. 8 of Wands. Fast forward motion. Could be communication, action, or travel. It could be family, children, somebody from your past, somebody stuck in the past, reminiscing. They want to talk about the past. Children, maybe. You're getting your flowers. You're innocent. They want to reconcile with you. I don't know. What is this 8 of Wands in the upright, please, Spirit? There's a lot going on here. But then again, like I said, it doesn't have to be one story. It could be a multitude of stories. Just trying to make it sound cohesive from start to finish. Only take what applies. Some incoming communication. Could be a lot of communication all at once. You might be getting inundated. Or they're trying to... Somebody could be out in the car, living in the car, kicked out. It could have been a lot of creditors or warnings. Something's happening quick now. It's picking up pace. Thank you. Getting kicked out. Damn. Loss of a home. They stole a home. The party's over. No redemption. Or it could be a business. Family ain't shit if it's your family that did this to you, okay? Or somebody that's non-committal. That was never, yeah, we saw that non-committal before, didn't we? I thought so. Anyways, yeah, there's a fight here. Somebody could have barricaded themselves in the house. They don't want to leave. They're resistant. They're very defensive. Coming up against a lot of people here. Somebody standing their ground. This could be you. Blocked, blocked, blocked. Blocking from an investment. Proof and evidence here. Whatever this was, they said, we're taking care of this home for so-and-so. Well, they're dying. Well, the paperwork's being done. I don't know. But this investment, typically it's a nice, full, lush bush. They're waiting for it to ripen so they can harvest, right? And this deck, it kind of looks all not as green. It's yellow. It's dry. It's withering. So whoever had this home, property, business, they didn't take good care of it. They didn't nurture it. They didn't water it the way they were supposed to. This investment. They're being blocked from this investment. 7-7 if this resonates. There's proof and evidence enough as to what was going on here. Wow. They underestimated you because you're standing your ground. You're standing 10 toes down. You blocked them. You've protected yourself. You saw what was going on here. You have the advantage, okay? They thought they had advantages over you for this investment. Something to do with evidence or ID or something. They're being blocked. Yep, can't get any help. False contracts. They are not cooperating. Somebody took off and consulted somebody else. Ending a third-party situation or collaboration. This is not working out. Somebody's lazy, don't want to put the work in, and disrespectful. Unbothered. I'm going to the beach. Yeah, I don't want to take care of this home, this investment, this property, this business. They're losing here. Conscious awareness. Somebody needs to take action. As above, so below. You know that somebody's lying. There's a lot of lies, illusions, deception, manipulation going on here. There's fear. You used your intuition. A secret family. It could be a family or a group of people hiding secrets, keeping things secret from you. It's also a 10. 10s indicate endings, okay? Completions. They gotta let go. Family's gotta let this go, give up. They can't block this. They can't block this information, block you. Yeah. Having an emotional outburst. Somebody's not sorry for what they've done. Somebody's immature, insincere, and very childish. They're getting kicked out, being abandoned. They're feeling abandoned. They're having an emotional outburst. No new beginnings for this person. They didn't want you having new beginnings. Careless. I just heard careless. Family wanting power and control here. Forced. What is this? What is this? They're trying to force somebody to shut up. She's got the lion's mouth, trying to close this lion's mouth. Somebody's bellowing here. Somebody's got a huge mouth here. Yeah. You could be on a platform trying to control an institution, a leader of some sort. This could be somebody, a leader, a judge, a leader, a marriage. What is this? A belief system, tradition. Something to do with tradition. A lot of secrets this family has, trying to control a narrative, I just heard. They might have somebody, they thought they had somebody in an institution on the inside, like I picked up earlier. Forced by the courts, forced by this institution to do something. What are they being forced to do? Somebody got forced to lie. Somebody was jealous and abusive. They spread rumor, gossip, and slander. Somebody's mad. Okay, somebody's mad. They're fighting here. This is self-sabotage. This is stuff they don't want to hear. A poor decision, a judgment went against them. Lack of awareness, acceptance, and accountability. Somebody might lie and say they had no idea. Somebody high up, somebody that was on the inside. No second chances. They're getting karma. You're innocent. They have to apologize. They're going to be forced to apologize. They're mad about this. They misjudged you. They're going to be judged harshly. They're going to have to apologize. You're innocent. Could be a child involved as well. I don't know. Yeah. Could be an insurance agent. I don't know. Somebody with pull. Yeah, somebody speaking the truth. Could be you or someone else. Place the genders where it belongs. It could be a professional. Doesn't have to be. But somebody speaking some truth, setting boundaries and cutting people and things out. This was a mic drop, by the way. Look at her hand. I say her, it could be a he. The truth has been spoken, and it's resounding, I just heard. Very astute, very discerning, intelligent, wise, and intuitive, not messing about. Somebody got injured. They wanted to hurt somebody. You, potentially, or somebody did get injured. They did too fucking much. Ending a cycle. Mic drop. Yeah, now they're worried they can't eat or sleep. Nine of Swords. Burdened. Wow, very anxious. Blocked. No new beginnings. Can't take any actions. They're trying to block it from coming out to light. Wow. They know what they've done. They're having intrusive thoughts. They wanted a life of luxury off your back. 9-9. It's coming to an end here. They wanted you to look unstable. They wanted to stress you out. Somebody's greedy and selfish, codependent and clingy, unstable and very, very insecure. Not independent whatsoever. Can't do it alone. Don't want to be alone. Could be a financial crime as well. Or they're heading towards bankruptcy. They're going to lose a lot of money. And somebody's jealous. Could have angry, abusive, a bully, wanting power and control. Could have called you a hoe bag. Could have done magic. Could have said you did magic. Whatever this is not a nice person. They are pissed. They're jealous. Wanting to take your place. They have no authority. No independence whatsoever. They take from everybody. Lazy, I just heard. Wow, okay. Criminal, too. It could be up to two people or the same person here. Emotionally manipulative. Needy, a crybaby. Using emotions to get their way. Making you feel guilty. In your face all the time. You know what I mean? Male or female doesn't matter. Have secret addictions. Could be a mother figure or a shit mother and very neglectful. Doesn't have to be a female. Could be a male in this energy, like I said. Very superficial, shallow, and selfish. Like I said, very manipulative. They don't care who they hurt. And now they're in their emotions. Could be drinking or doing other things. How went about doing magic under the influence. Good for you. This is a criminal enterprise I just heard. Okay. This is abuse. It's a crime. Reckless. And they endangered many others. They didn't give a shit who they hurt. Also, other people in this group might be getting sued or charged as an accessory, or I don't know what this is. It's going to hurt them. They knew what was going on. They didn't take any action. They should have. Where are we going with this? Damn. Yeah, having an emotional outburst. Could have lost a child somewhere. But this is somebody's feeling rejected and abandoned. They're immature, insincere, and childish. They're not sorry for what they've done. They could have dabbled in magic, tried to attack you. Devil energy, very toxic and karmic. Addictions, obsessions, codependency issues, bound to the devil, bound to a contract or taxes here. Having to cut their losses, 8 of Cups. They're emotionally invested for sure. They want what they want when they want it. It's mine, 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 because I said so. Not because they deserve it. Somebody has to come back here. Come back towards you, cut their losses. There was a losing proposition and they fucking knew it. They did it anyways. I'll deal with it later. That's what I hear. Whatever they knew it wasn't going to work. I'll deal with it later. I'll cross that bridge when I get there. They're digging in their heels. They do not want to move on. Could be the home. You know what I mean? Ew, drug den. What the fuck? Is this a home they turned into a drug den? A party place? Somebody keeps going back and back to karmic or toxic lifestyle. They wanted you to go back. They wanted to reject you, keep you in poverty, so you'd go back to a past toxic lifestyle so they can keep this money. They were greedy and selfish. They don't want to let go of what doesn't belong to them, right? Holding back from you. Don't want to open up. Don't want to let go. Holding on for dear life. Or they want to come back towards you now. They want control of this because you're stable and secure. Yeah, somebody's malicious, ruthless, and careless here. They're trying to protect themselves. So maybe they're going to come back towards you, try to butter you up or something. I was just kidding. I don't know where this fake death certificate came from. Let's just cover it up here. I'll give you a little bit of money just to make it sweeten the pot for you. Meanwhile, that money is yours. They're living in your house, under your name, your ID. I don't know. It could go different ways. They're thinking they can come back, hold on to this money or something, or hold on to you. So you're sitting on a big bag of loot there. Mine. Leaving his skid marks on there. Go wipe your ass. Yeah. Somebody's bossed up, taking back their power. This could be a father, a boss, or a leader. Male or female could be divine masculine energy. It just means the divine masculine energy takes action. He has power. He has authority. Or she. He's got experience. He's got connections. He's established. When I say he, it could be a she, okay? Got to do the right thing. Makes the right decisions for everybody involved. Guarding his throne. Working hard. Putting a lot of effort in. Disciplined. So this person's disciplined. He's got the power. He's earned it, or she's earned it. Working hard, very diligent, mastering emotions, mastering your craft. This is successful. Very generous, working hard to give and receive, getting paid. So this could be, I'm looking over this investment. It could be a power of attorney. You don't even know it. They faked a death certificate, or they were planning on it. I don't know what this is. It could go different ways for different people. But they were getting paid to take care of this property, this business, this money. They were spending the money. They probably took it and put it in offshore accounts and living off the dividends and the interest and getting 10% or 15% for themselves just for the sanctimonious sacrifice of watching over your money. Yeah, right. Meanwhile, you're struggling. They were getting paid or paid others to do this. They're going to get let go. They can't fight against this, okay? They want to pay somebody to let go. This is their jobs at stake. They're willing to do whatever it takes to win. Ill-gotten gains, right? To steal this inheritance. This is family discord. They're going to lose everything. Okay? It is. It could be somebody that got compromised at the head of this company, this institution, or somebody's going to be stepping in. Maybe they suspected it. They didn't do any follow-through or follow-up. Maybe they just get paid off. I don't know. Maybe they changed their minds. Maybe it's like, coming to Jesus moment or something. The conscience is getting to them. Maybe they're realizing, shit, this person went through hell and back. And they're still up on their feet. And they're still going. And everybody's getting karma here. Maybe they're falling off like flies. I don't know. Or maybe this fake death. Maybe this is a way of them thinking they're going to get away with it. I don't know. They're going to lose everything. This is the end of long-term stability. Yeah. Making a decision. Watching from afar. Planning. Somebody's not happy. There's no new beginnings here. No emotional fulfillment or happiness or support. They took your cup of love and dumped it out. This is not love. This is heartless and cruel and show no compassion or empathy. No peace or contentment. They were just draining the coffers, possibly. This is not their blessing. They have no self-love. Yeah. They don't care about love. They care about money. It's an opportunist. As a player, a poser. It could be a warlock, paying a fucking... Somebody bit off more than they could chew. Somebody did not do the right thing. Didn't act with nobility. Has no morals, ethics, or honor. It's all about their ego. Wanting power and control, but they can't control themselves. It's a hothead. Somebody's really mad. They're a coward. It's a follower, not a leader. Just want to get paid for sitting there. No authority to do what they did. They lost authority. Certainly doesn't, is not proactive in life. Doesn't take any actions unless there's something in it for them. Male or female. If it's a warlock, it's a male. Yeah, there's a lot of conflict, competition, fighting, jealousy, and drama. It's a bunch of people here fighting. To slow something down, fighting for payment. This is a test. It's a test. They have to take accountability. They're angry. They're going to be held accountable. They are angry. There's a decision being made. There's a decision. A third party got involved. And a third party could be a person. It could be an institution. It could be an organization, a business. It could be anything, okay? But you used your higher wisdom and you elevated, you made the right choice. It could be a contract as well. This is a blessing coming towards you. You might have went through a lot, but it definitely is going to turn out to be a blessing. In the past, these people didn't think you were a blessing. Now I think they do see you as a blessing. They didn't want to let go. It didn't serve. Didn't foresee this. No vision. They can't move forward. Their ships are coming in. If it's a person that you were dating or married to, they were non-committal. They just don't want to be alone. They just want to keep you waiting. So there's a decision to keep you waiting, unable to move forward. They don't want to move. They can't move. Their plans are falling apart, and they're not prepared for what's coming, okay? Their future looks bleak. They're not prepared for this karma. They got to return something. It's all falling back onto them. It's a reversal of fortune, a change of direction. They can't see a way through. They can't stall anymore. Enough stagnation. Stall the truth. Stall clarity. Truth and clarity. You're happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. It's illumination. It's exposure. Somebody's gained some clarity here. So if you were in a period of stagnation, it gave you enough time to heal and gain clarity upon a situation. Or somebody else. Somebody's a narcissist or worse, pathological liar, user, abuser, cold, calculating, and cruel, very abusive, not very smart, has no authority to act or do or say on your behalf. It's an epiphany. Okay, male or female. They're hiding and cloaking a lot. They're trying to hide and cloak you. Hid a lot from you, obviously. Yeah, they didn't pay you. They intercepted your mail or your money. They can't come correct. They're not to be trusted. They're not reliable or dependable. Or that's what they were saying about you. They're irresponsible, immature, lazy. They can't stall you anymore. They're playing games. You're trying to keep some things in balance. Somebody was playing games for sure, juggling you, making a head over heart decision. They hate the fact that you're still balanced in alignment. You got to make a choice. Somebody's got to make a choice. This was an injustice. Yep. And it stopped. It's not going to go anywhere. Out of control. Don't want to take accountability. Well, it's not a victory here. They've been stopped, okay? Maybe we're going to lose their car now. Yeah. Gathering some information and learning something. They're trying to stop you from doing divination, listening to divination, stop a younger person, stop you in the beginning, stop payment. Yeah, your wishes are coming true. This is divinity. This is divine judgment, divine intervention. You're in your north node. You started something new. There might be a little token of affection. Maybe they're trying to stop some payment from coming towards you or coming out of your bank account that you'll notice. I don't know. Somebody's praying here. Praying you get sick. Somebody's scared. This is a scandal. This is going to hit the... I don't know. Maybe you're definitely watching me as a tarot reader, but you're getting clarity. You're bringing back balance. You're healing. You're healed. Inspiration. You're gaining inspiration somehow. Starting something new. Very practical. You got to start off small. You know what I mean? There's a lot of hopeful, wishful thinking for somebody that you just going to keel over and die. Or this is like... It could be this death certificate. I don't know what this is. It's all lies. Bad news. Throwing rocks, hiding hands. They felt entitled. This is a drama starter. Yeah. Uh-oh. Very juvenile, whoever this is. Lots of lies. And I just heard the lies are not making sense. So I guess they're covering up more lies with more lies. It's just not adding up. They're forgetting their lies. They're getting nervous here. They're heartbroken. I don't know. They try to set you up to make you out. chase people away from you, dry up your money. I don't know. Make your life more miserable. I mean, miserable. Make it unbearable for you. Maybe you drop off quicker that way. I don't know. It's just weird. It's parting ways. You don't trust them, and they know it. This is a karmic soul tie. You don't see eye to eye. You're better off alone. There's no harmony here. Yeah, they parted ways with a mother figure, or a divine feminine energy, male or female. You're down to earth. You're quite loving. This is unconditional love. You're good on your own. They didn't want you trusting anybody. They wanted to break your heart and make sure you didn't trust anybody. You wouldn't talk to anybody. Nobody would talk to you, or nobody would trust you in the end. You'd be sitting there all alone, creating by yourself. But hey, sometimes you need to do that, right? Get down to nature, ground yourself, start creating. Through your pain, you create new life, whether through children or an enterprise, through artistry, some sort of creation that you're doing, philanthropy or humanitarianism. Down to earth. You didn't lose the plot. They wanted you stuck and struggling, maybe tried to sacrifice you. You made a lot of sacrifices here. They didn't think you'd overcome this. You didn't think that you'd become aware of what they were doing. You just, keep you trapped. Now they're feeling trapped. Lack of illumination here. Don't want to look at things from a different perspective. Didn't want to, this is all a scam. Didn't think that you wouldn't realize it was a scam, or anybody else would. Wearing a false face, wearing a mask, insincere. Didn't want anybody helping you, showing you any love or support. And somebody's feeling bad about this, getting nervous. Could be a father figure, doesn't have to be female in this energy. Somebody's trying to remain stoic here. Level-headed, or this is you. I don't know, they're looking like, what did I just do? What the fuck did I just do? See that water in the background's roiling. It could be somebody on a platform, doesn't have to be. Getting some good advice. Somebody gave you bad advice. Or somebody else. Somebody's shitting bricks, and or they're feeling some kind of way. They're feeling bad. There's love here. Could be love. King of Cups, love. Yeah, they got a lot of burdens. They put a lot of burdens on your back. You turned out looking... They thought that you'd lose the plot. You'd go the other way. Go back maybe into a past timeline. Karmic cycle, toxic cycle. You'd bend. You wouldn't be able to carry these burdens. They're buckling beneath the weight of these burdens here. They had a point to prove where you were concerned. They had a chip on their shoulder. Thought they'd get away with it, right? And see that castle in the background? That indicates abundance in the background, right? Something to do with a home. It turned out to be heavier, more costly than they thought it would be, and they're buckling. They got to keep up the appearances, though, that they're still responsible. Lying, cheating, and or stealing. They're still trying to strategize a way to escape this situation. But what they got was temporary with the tents in the background. They left proof behind. Thought they were so smart. I took care of everything. I did all the talking. Let me do all the talking, okay? But the more they talked, the more they lied, and the more lies they had to drum up to cover up the past lies. Yeah, they're spreading egregious gossip. They're partying with their friends, this group. They're not happy. There will be no reconciling here. The party is over. It's over. They were discussing your demise. And you are the phoenix rising for money, greed, materialism. They were selfish and greedy, jealous and lazy, codependent and clingy, money motivated. It's a bully, a spendthrift. Imagine if they put all that effort into something constructive, productive, instead of destructive. They're going through a dark night of the soul. They could have really said you were emotionally, mentally unstable. Yeah, this is ruin. This is ruin. Never to be revisited again. Because now the secrets are coming out. This was unwise counsel. Somebody was talking and a mean streak of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Could be a mistress in the mix that is talking now. Could be magic. Could be an internal disruption they were trying to give you, or somebody wound up with. You put your past hurts behind you. You avoided all catastrophe by speaking your truth potentially and moving on. Somebody's transitioning potentially. They could be on the run, or they want to come meet you in calm waters, or spirit plucked you out of rough waters and brought you to calm waters to heal. You're going off to a better place, or like I said, the truth is coming out. They took this money and put it in offshore accounts. They're trying to get away with it. Yeah, this was all illusions. They got bribed, tempted. It's a cover-up of sorts. There's lots of confusion. They don't know what to do here. It could be a blackmail as well. They definitely tried to cover you up. There's a lot of illusions, aspersions. But guess what? To get some monies released to them, this is the end. You let something go. They're not renting space in your head. You're quite free. They can't put obstacles in your way anymore. They can't restrict you. They gotta let this go. It's a fall from grace. Somebody's going to lose their position, either at work, in a group. Somebody was very smug, full of themselves, selfish, and know it all, and a show-off. This is not wish fulfillment. They didn't want you to have wish fulfillment. They got to let go of their wish fulfillment, their illusions. Oh, boy. They were putting on an act for sure. Okay? Partying all the time. Somebody's indecisive. They don't see what's coming. They're acting like a victim now. So they could probably went partying with all these people and putting on an act. Maybe they're taking on your persona. I don't know. Oh, they victimized me. I'm this, that, to get them more amenable. I don't know. Somebody doesn't see what's happening. They're acting like the victim. There's mental conflict. There's a stalemate. Someone's in denial. You're at peace. They're trying to block communication. Block the truth from coming out. This was unbalanced. This was unfair. Somebody's in debt. They're borrowing from Peter to pay Paul, or they wanted you to. They tried to put you into debt. You don't see this coming. Somebody's going to talk to you about, oh, well, somebody committed some fraud here. They can't play games anymore. They can't balance this out. Nothing's making sense anymore. They're out of options. Yeah, got to take some action now. It's a new beginning for you. You're innocent. You take a leap of faith. You have a new beginning coming. It's exciting. You're not taking much with you. That satchel is small. Somebody's a fool. They did something too quickly. Oh no, they're inspired to take action. Somebody was flighty or something. You took some sort of inspired action and you found your stability, male or female. And now, I don't know, you're getting your flowers. You're innocent. Going down memory lane. I know I was going down memory lane this morning with music, or today I should say. This is your family involved, your children. Maybe you're going to reunite with family or children or a past life soulmate. They now see your value and your worth. I don't know. They took advantage of you. Took advantage of a situation. I mean, just say if it's a family member, a partner, somebody you know very intimately, whatever, family, whatever. And just say there's an inheritance and somebody's the executor. They took advantage of that position. Or say somebody was close to the executor, or close to the lawyers, close to the money managers, the insurance people, whatever this is, the realtors. You don't know them, but family member or your partner did, or your ex-partner did. And they finagled. They think they still have an opportunity. Yeah, they took advantage of you. This is embarrassing and disgraceful. They wanted to embarrass and disgrace you. This is a fail. Okay, they're being exposed, or you took the opportunity to expose them just because you know your value and your worth. Yeah, they wanted to, they said it, maybe they said that, and they went to extremes in inappropriate behavior. This is abuse, I just heard. They said, I don't know, there could be addictions here. They said you had addictions, you're crazy. Somebody's sick and unstable. There's no reconciling this, no conflict resolution, no peace, harmony, or contentment. Somebody got impatient. They exposed themselves. This is a mess. It's just a bloody mess, I just heard. Their impatience, their intolerance. It's unfair and unbalanced. Something's not adding up, and it's being exposed. I don't think you have to do much. I think you already did enough. You suffered enough. I think you did what God said to do or directed you to do, is to heal and move forward. Don't stagnate. You might have felt like you were stagnating, but you were healing. You might have felt like nothing's happening, but you were preparing yourself for what's to come. You're building a firm foundation, whether it's a small business, whether it's, going back to school, reassessing what you want to do with life, who you want in your life, and what you don't want anymore. But you establish some form of stability. You would have had stability in the past had they not taken advantage of you, or the situation. Now they're being exposed as the assholes, the fucked up assholes that they are, the evil that they are. They can't change this around. They can't balance this out now. They're going to tell the truth. There's no more lies. They just heard the cup runneth is dry here. There's no more lies in that cup. No more emotion either. So if anybody had any goodwill towards this person or people or the situation, it's not there anymore. The cup is empty. There's no more. Energy is depleted. Somebody's sick or getting sick. There's a lot going on here for different people. So it doesn't have to be all these things. Like I said, there's different people here. They're facing hardship. They placed you under hardship. So karma works in a way where it's going to come back. I don't know how many times it could come back. Some people say 7, some people 10. Some people, it could be even more, depending. It's up to the divine. He's the judge, the jury, the executioner, let's say. So for however bad this was, for however long it took being played out, well, they're facing it. They can't handle it. You took a lot, self-care. You took care of yourself. They put you through a lot, but you didn't look it. You didn't act it. You didn't complain. Not that you didn't complain. You had every right to complain. You know what I'm saying? But you made sure to take care of yourself. You didn't lose it. You didn't give up. You might not have had a lot of money, but you made sure that you had food in the house. You know what I mean? You stretched it out. You made concessions. You made sure that the important things were taken care of. Just say you have little ones at home. They got a rip in their pants. Okay, I'll sew it. I don't have money for pants right now. I'll sew it. It'll take 20 minutes out of my time. You know, you make concessions. You take care of what you need to take care of. Yeah, you suffered. But at the end of the day, you're a better person for it. I hate to say that because I know. I'm not minimizing your pain. Could have went without it. I know, me too. But self-care is important here. Jackpot. Or they could have said, oh, we're taking care of this person and their affairs because they're crazy, they're addicted, we don't know where they are, they're on the streets, I know they're in jail, they're dead. I don't know. They were making money off of it, profiting off of it. The outside looks grand, the inside's a mess. This investment, whether it's a home, a business, something tangible, or it's just money, they didn't take care of it. They didn't nurture it. They didn't reinvest it. They didn't make it grow. It could be their bodies too, their looks. Fake, unalive, false papers, whatever. They're thinking about doing it right now. Yeah. Remain unbothered, or somebody wants to unburden themselves, or if it is a home or some sort of business or something like that, they didn't take care of it. They just sat on their ass, spent the money on whatever they wanted to. They didn't take care of it at all. Unbothered. I don't care. It's not mine. It could be a house on a beach, or they were traveling on the beach. Unbothered that you were struggling. This is all fantasy land here, okay? That they can get away with this. Not today, Satan. Not today. Did you hear me? Okay, you want this? There we go. Yes, please. What's the final message for the collective, please? Where are we going with this? Oh, we got a few of them. 938, keep going. Perseverance, strength, guidance, resilience, success, endurance. The angels are proud of your resilience and efforts. They're sending you strength and guiding you through challenges towards success and prosperity. Congratulations. 3232. This has come out a few times lately. Take charge, empowerment, initiative, leadership, self-determination, boldness, and improvement. Take control of your life and steer it towards your desired outcomes. Embrace the shortness of life by pursuing actions that enhance your well-being and contribute to personal growth. So anything that's going to help you, heal you, make your situation better, whatever you love to do, ground you, you know what I mean? Pardon me. Go ahead and do it. Take charge. 222. You're on path. You're making wise decisions. You're on, alignment. It's a good number. Connections, friendships, romantic relationships, family ties, balance, life choices, compromise, commitment, and trust. How do you move forward towards your life's calling? Do what makes you happy. Your enthusiasm is what keeps you going. Follow your interest if it's piqued by something. Following these routes will help you discover your life's journey. It might seem like happenstance, but it's not, because these passions, these hobbies, these interests, are in us for a reason, to guide us towards what is for us, right? 888. I love this. My gosh. This is abundance. It's karma. Personal power. Material and spiritual abundance, wealth, resources, force, balance, confidence, material gain, epic romance. So you're headed towards something beautiful. It could be all these things, could be some. Okay? All that is good and pleasant in your life will multiply. Angels are sending the number to reassure you of the prosperity and well-being ahead. Your surroundings will treat you with admiration and respect. You deserve that. Use it for the greater good. Pay it forward always. I think I'm preaching to the choir, though. You already know that. Life has a way of humbling us, right? Especially when people like to do things like this to people. It could turn out one of two ways, okay? It could either destroy you, you go down a bad road, you're paying it forward in the negative sense, or it could humble you and open your eyes to what's important, heal you. It'll be the catalyst to healing, finding out who you truly are, and living in your authentic true self, right? And healing and finding your happiness and getting on path. It is what it is. 999. It's coming to an end. Ending this karmic cycle. I'm really picking up this was a long ass hard cycle. Lessons learned. Congratulations. I love you guys. Culmination, results, benefits, reflection, completion. Take stock of your accomplishments and how you arrived at them. This is a reminder to maintain optimism and drive towards your goals. Maintain your momentum and know that the powers of heaven have your back. You made it, and the reward goes to you. 8, abundance. Oh, I love it. Prosperity, opportunity, financial stability, emotional well-being, and transformation. So you're going through a glow up, a change. You're finally where you're supposed to be, right? After all of this. If you're struggling financially or emotionally due to changes in your life or relationships, your angels want you to know that these difficulties are temporary and also an opportunity for growth. So, like, as an example, I started this channel. Before I started it, the divine was poking me, do it, do it, do it. I didn't want to. I never thought I'd ever do this. I never thought I'd be a tarot reader, much less have a channel. I like to be in the background. I don't like being in front of cameras. I don't like sharing so much of my life. I'm more of a shy person, not a very, a private person, let's say. I don't like being in the center of attention. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to do this. I do it. But money was drying up. The monies I got from the inheritance so far, the 2 payments I got, I wasn't going to get more. Everybody was stonewalling me. They didn't want to talk to me anymore. The lawyers involved and everything. So it's going to dry up. And I'm not, health-wise, I'm not healthy enough to go back to what I used to do. It was a very demanding job. I couldn't do that. So, what am I going to do? I'm just going to give it a try. Give it 6 weeks. I'm going to tell you, you're going to love it. Do it, do it, do it. And I kept putting it off. And I got to nitty-gritty. He kept squeezing me. That's what he does. He squeezes you until you listen. And he says, you're running out of time. You better do it now. What did I do? I threw caution to the wind. Eventually, I listened. Okay? I gave it 6 weeks. He was not wrong. He was not wrong. I was able to maintain. I was able to keep my home. I was able to eat. Do you understand what I'm saying? Out of necessity, right? Necessity is the mother of invention? Is that? I can't remember how you say it. Anyways, when you have a need, that's when you act. That's when you find out. So sometimes these bad things have to happen to us so we can find out where we belong, what we should be doing. Throw caution to the wind. And I'm not saying willy-nilly, okay? You take, calculated risks, I guess. But if it pans out, it's great. And if it doesn't, well, you gave it your best, right? But yeah, necessity, sometimes it pushes us to do things we never thought we could do, would do. We never thought it was part of our life, but it is. And at the end of the day, you're happier for it. Hope you like to read. I love you guys so very much. I'm so happy for you. And until next time, take care.